Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different kind of video that I haven't done on my channel yet, but I wanted to do it to hold myself accountable and kind of just check in with you guys to show you guys how I'm kind of just spending my money and tracking my money. So I didn't do week 1, and it was kind of like I was trying to figure out how I wanted to use the tracker now that I'm unstuffing some of the categories to put towards my savings if I have any money left over in my cash dividers. So the way I have it broken up is I'm tracking gas, food, spending, and then sinking funds is all together. That's what SF is. And what I did for week 1, kind of just a recap here in the categories, is I'm putting out what I'm starting with, then what I spend, and then I subtract it to what's remaining, and then in these two I kind of have it split up on how much I'm taking out and then how much I'm adding for the week. So it'll make more sense as we get into it. So the only ones that I'm actually going to be filling out are spent and remaining. This category is what I end up adding for the next week's check. So if we flip to my monthly view, as you see, these are the two worksheets that I have to basically track my cash envelopes and sinking funds here. So for the stickers that I'm using for the categories, they're actually from Budget with Amanda. Let me just so you guys can see. This is how the full sheet looks. I like the tones a lot, and I ended up just resizing my calendar so they could kind of work with the actual stickers itself. So as you can see, the way I do my weeks is by paydays. So week 1 was from the 5th to the 11th, and week 2 is from the 12th to the 18th. And it's currently the 18th. It's actually nighttime, so the 8th basically over. And as you can see, we had some expenses. We definitely spent some money. So it's not my best week, I'm not gonna lie. The way I have it broken up is pink, this like blush tone, is my food. Blue is sinking funds, gray is my spending, and here this like nude color is gas. So we finally put gas. First we have gas, and I started off with $40, and I only had one gas expense, which was on the 14th, and it was $20. So if I pull out So I pull out my cash dividers. Gas is here, so we should have 20 left. So we do $20. So that's good. Let me just put that there. So remaining, we have 20. Food. So like I mentioned, food is pink. So we have 3. Pull out my calculator. We had 3 food expenses. So 3 plus 9 plus 7, $19. So we started off with 20. We spent 19. So we should only have $1 left in food, and we do $1. So $1. And then for spending, we had 2 expenses, which are the gray. So it was 9 plus 10. So we spent 19 as well. So for spend, there should be 1, which we do. So we do just have the $1. Then for sinking funds, we can put these to the side. So we're actually going to do something with that in a second. So for sinking funds, this month has been a month of sinking funds, but for good reason. Most of the sinking funds the only 2 major sinking funds I've been using is travel and gifts. I bought birthday gifts and Father's Day gifts, and I've been purchasing some stuff for my vacation coming up on the 26th. So what I ended up doing from the last time that I stuffed my envelopes, I ended up giving myself, and I tracked it here in my week 2 budget, I ended up adding $100 more to my travel envelope because I realized that I wanted to get a lot of essentials, things that I could use throughout the summer, but I wanted to have with me on vacation, like a lot of basics. I went to Target, I got a lot of good stuff on clearance, like clothing wise, and I ended up getting myself like bras and deodorant and hair products and travel size things. So in total from that, this ends up being, if you want to break it down, I actually wrote it in. So what I do is I just lump the whole, if I do more than one sinking fund on the same day, if I do more than one sinking fund on the same day, I'll just group it as a whole and just write multiple and put the total. But then here is where I break it down. So as you can see, the 17th, I spent 15 from this envelope to finish off the full amount for the headset. I didn't want to use the full 25 from Michael's envelope, so I took 10 from spending and then 15 from his envelope. And then for these two is what I use for my travel. So I ended up spending the full money that I had set aside for travel. So I kind of just like to write in the full amount of what I spent. I don't have like starting balance and ending balance, just because yeah, I don't. And for unbudgeted, there still has been no unbudgeted, which is good. So for this week, I definitely went up in how much money I spent, but you know, some weeks you just spend more than others. So $195. What I'm just happy about is that all of this money that I spent was my actual money that I had for what I spent it for. Isn't like I'm just proud of myself that I didn't put myself into any debt trying to buy things for this vacation. It just felt nice that I was able to have this money on hand to buy the things that I needed and wanted. So even though it's more than I would have wanted, because my original goal was to only spend half of my cash envelope so I can save the other half for my savings challenge, it's alright, maybe next week. So I don't actually track my miscellaneous because that's just kind of there for just in case, like I guess like a buffer. I'm now going to be putting that buffer in my checking account so I can have money in there as a just in case. But so that's why miscellaneous isn't actually here. My main focus of where I want to see where my money's going is gas, food, and spending. So for spending, we only have $1, so I'm going to be taking that $1 out. For gas, we have 20. I'm going to be taking 10 and leaving the other 10. And for food, same thing, I'm going to take that 1. What we're going to be putting into the savings envelope for the challenge is $12. 10, 11, 12. It's better than nothing, so I can't be too upset about it. So actually, before we put it in the envelope, let me just, so now the new total is 10 and then 0, 0. We can put these to the side. We can end it off with stuffing my savings envelope. Because $12 is $12. Every dollar counts. So we still just have the 100 in here. But now we have 110, 11, 12, 112. I still haven't cashed in my coins. So it was my first weekly check-in, so I'm still trying to get the hang of things. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.